Well, fuck me. Yeah, I'm lost for words. I'm going to level with you all now. I'm going to try and keep me cool. I am. I'm incredibly hungover today as well. I went to an awards do last night. It's one of the most. It's been a shit day, so I weren't going to do one tonight. But I can't not. I can't not after that. That was that was the result is embarrassing. It is fucking embarrassing. But look, Nick from Claret and Booze, if you're new around here, please subscribe. Drop a like on the video. Drop a like if you want that useless fucker out, to be quite honest, because yes, he is useless. Okay, we played well. We had 10 shots on goal. Big fucking whoop. We didn't get the luck today that we got against Man United where he got away with it. We could have had 10 goals. They should have had 5. Leicester City, a team which are no better than your average fucking championship team. They've got a 37-year-old Jamie Vardy up front. They could have had 5 goals against us. We're fucking shit. We're shit. Of course we're going to knock the ball about and play good football and look good in passages. We are. We've got better players than them. But the way we're set up is ridiculous. We can't set... You can't approach games in the Premier League like this. We will win some. We'll absolutely win some. But fucking hell, I say that. I'm not going to have it said anymore that we are not in a relegation battle or there's no way we're getting relegated. You can't say that. With this guy in charge, you can't say that. Leicester is shit. And fair enough, you could say 3-1 flattered them. But they could have had more. Vardy could have had 2 goals in 10 minutes. It's a fucking mess. How have we even ended up here? Seriously, we should... The guy that was managing them should have been managing our fucking team. I'm at a loss. I'm not going to go through it blow by blow. Yeah, we created loads of opportunities. Souček could have had a hat-trick. Fucking useless. Honestly, cutting it a barn door today. Their goalkeeper didn't really get a man of the match for that. I don't know. But it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. The result is all important. And look, fair enough. If we'd have been swarming all over them and they'd have just nicked it and shit-assed it 1-0, then we could come out and say we was unlucky. We weren't. They could have had 5 goals. We gave them so many good, solid opportunities. He's got to go now. He's got to. You know, there was an element of me that was feeling sorry for him on the sidelines now because he shouldn't still be here. He shouldn't. It's like fucking shooting fish in a barrel, this is. We're saying the same thing over and over again. Put him out of his fucking misery. Put him out of my misery. We're playing Wolves next, then Bournemouth. We're Leicester now. They're 2 points away from us. Palace won today as well. We're going to get sucked in. We're going to get drawn in by Christmas. And that fucking team, that lineup that he put out as well. I know we played all right, but whatever team he put out there, we would have had more of the ball. We've got better individuals than them. We have. They haven't got a great team. It's as simple as that. Fucking ridiculous. I know we had 39 chances. Yeah, but so what? So fucking what? They could have had 5. Leicester City. And some of the play today, I mean, you know, Soler looked good at times, but then he didn't. He was doing what everyone criticises Paqueta for, giving the ball away in silly areas. He done it in the second half. Ings was shit. He was. He could have had a goal. He hit the post, but he was rubbish. I thought Bowen had a decent game. He was running about all over the place, but this has got to stop. It's got to stop now. These players that we've got, this is embarrassing that we're in the league position that we're in. It's fucking embarrassing. They've got to get shot of him. They've got to get shot of this fucking bloke. It can't wait anymore. But what's his name? Sean Whetstone came out and said he's got 6 games. He's got up until Christmas. Why the fuck are we waiting that long? You know, and Graham Potter fucking standing there commentating on the game. You know it's going to be him. It's definitely going to be him. We're linked with this Sergio Conceição. You know, that's going everywhere at the moment. I'd take him. I would. I'd take anyone other than Potter, Southgate and fucking Terzic. They're the ones that we're going to get, I think. It'd be one of them 3. So no, I'm not happy. He's going to go. He's got to go. But I'm worried about who comes in next. This is rubbish. Yeah, I'm glad Fulkrug scored. What Paul said there. I'm glad he got a goal. But this is a disgrace that we're in this situation. It is, and it was always going to go this way. It's a fucking mess. Why has Sullivan got a? Why can't he just be proactive for once? He made a fuck up. Correct it. But it wouldn't surprise me if he. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't sack him. It would not surprise me if Loppy was in that dugout for the Wolves game. And you know what I'm going to say now, and I've been holding back on this, but this is the point. This stage now. If he's still in a dugout, if he hasn't been sacked, the protests ain't working. They're not. I'm gonna say it now. I don't want to put pressure on anyone, and fans can't turn against each other. We've got to fucking abandon that game. The fans have got to. You've got to speak with your feet. Stop going over there. Stop putting money in their fucking pockets. Don't put your tickets on Ticket Exchange because he'll sell it to fucking tourists. Take the hit. Don't go to that game. Leave your fucking seat empty. Make that place fucking barren. Show them that you are not accepting this shit anymore. Demonstrate it. One game. Just do it. If he's still in a job. Because this is no good. It's no good for anyone, and it ain't going to stop. The whole time we're going over there and we're fucking buying beer, we're buying their food, going in a fucking club shop, he's not going to do anything. He's not. One game against Wolves, fucking abandon it. Abandon it. Empty fucking stadium. That's the only language that fucker will listen to. Because I've got no confidence that he's going to get rid of him tomorrow. I've got no confidence whatsoever. He probably will get his last chance saloon game will probably be against fucking Wolves. That's what it'll be. Because Sullivan will probably take something out of it, like people are saying in the chat now. They're saying we had so many chances. We play good football. You're gonna play good football against fucking Leicester. You are. They don't really want the ball. They was playing counter-attack. And that's the right way to play against us because we can't fucking defend. So let us have the ball. Let us knock it about and then hit us on the counter-attack and terrorise us with pace. But some of our passing today from deep and our decision-making was shocking. What's happened to the likes of fucking Alvarez? What has happened to him? He's completely gone. And I swear, it's ever since that Chelsea game. I think Lopetegui has ruined that fucking player for us. When he put him up against Nicholas Jackson and he got absolutely brutalised in that game, he ain't been the same player since. This is what bad managers do. They make players worse. Good managers can take an average player and make them play beyond themselves. Everyone's looking. I'm just so frustrated now. I don't know what to do. But yes, boycott is the only way forward now. If he ain't gone, boycott the fucking game. Don't market your ticket. Don't go. Stay at home. Fucking stay at home. Take one for the team. Just fucking leave. If he don't act, leave that fucking stadium empty. Unless you want this misery to continue for fucking ever. So yeah, I am calling for it. I am. I'm not expecting anyone to fucking listen to me. But this is the right time to do it. Boycott that game. And like I said, do not fucking list your ticket on Ticket Exchange either. But look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stick my phone on if anyone does want to phone him. 1 minute. Because I'm at a loss. I'm lost for words. I don't really know what to say anymore. I've been saying the same shit on loop all fucking season. Even last season with Moyes, I'm like a fucking parrot. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. It's miserable doing this. It's miserable watching this shit. It's miserable fucking talking about it. The whole thing is shit. And it is embarrassing. And if we're not careful, all these players that we have collected, all the players that, yeah, fair enough, you might not care. Paqueta goes, Kudus goes, Alvarez. All these players it's taken us so long to procure so that we've literally got a fucking different level team at the moment, even though it don't look like that. They're all going to go, one by one. They're all going to fuck off, be that in January or the end of the season, because we don't need Mohamed Kudus to battle in 14th place in the fucking in the Premier League. You don't. We don't even need Jared Bowen to do that. These players are too good for what West Ham currently are. And this is all Sullivan's fucking fault. All of it. It's an absolute joke. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to connect this up. So if anyone does want to phone in, you can. 1 minute. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, for once I am lost for words. I am. And everything that people will say is right. You know, there were periods of play in that where we looked good and we looked like we was going to score. It was a miracle that we didn't score really sooner than what we did. It was. But I was always nervous. So I kept on saying to me son when I was watching it, I was going, yeah, we're having 2 or 3 chances. But the second they go down the other fucking end, we're going to be in trouble. Right, 1 minute. Just going to see if this works. No, it's not. Right, 1 minute. Hang on. Always a fucking way with this thing. We'll try again. 1 second. Hang on. I need someone to do this for me, really. I'm not in a good way, people. I'm not in a good way. I'm fucking hanging. All right, will that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. Right, the phone is on. If you want to phone in now. Talk to me. Save me. Give me a different fucking perspective because I don't know what to say about this game anymore. That's my son. Right. If anyone was at the game, I know we've got a few people that was there tonight from the terraces. Shall I put me up? I'll tell you what. I'll put my number up. If you want to phone in, you just phone in. 1 minute. Tell you what, my brain is not fucking working today. He can't stay. Surely they've got to get shot of him now. Yeah, look, if you want to call in, that's the number. Okay. There we are. Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that, people? I mean, do you think Sullivan is going to act? Is he going to fucking get rid of him? Michael P says, I'm listening and I agree. I hope Sullivan is listening. This is the worst team I have ever seen since 1973. So it's so bad. We've got this goes back to that video that John did a couple of weeks ago now, where we were talking about we've got no identity left at the club, none. Right, here we go. All right, before I put you on, hello there. Are you calling for Claret and Booze?
I am, mate. Yeah.
Lovely stuff, mate. I'm just going to put you on now. 1 minute.
Yep. Cheers, mate.
Hello, mate. What's your name? Hello, mate. Can you hear me?
Yes, mate. I can hear you.
What's your name?
Lee.
Hello, Lee. Hello, Lee. Mate, what do you make of all this shit?
Mate, I'm absolutely fuming tonight. I'm absolutely fuming. I mean, I can't believe what I'm watching. The club are just an absolute shambles from top to bottom. You know, and it all stems from Sullivan. We had such a good transfer window. Fresh start with Moyes leaving. But of course, he's gone down the cheap route. But of course, it's going to cost him more money because he's got to pay him off and then he's got to buy someone else in.
It's a false,
I just don't understand it.
It's the biggest false economy in the fucking world. He's got to pay him off, all of his staff. And like you've just said, he's got to go out and do it all again. In the middle of a fucking season now, he's got to try and find a manager that's going to want to come and pick up the pieces. That ain't going to be easy. I mean, the guy that did want to come was the bloke that was in the fucking opposite dugout tonight. I wouldn't have minded him. That would have been good. He's a good character. Would have been someone I think lot that we could have got behind. But just another fuck up. Another fuck up.
I know. And it all stems from Sullivan, mate. It all stems from the top.
I know.
And like you said, you know, Palace getting a result tonight. Leicester beating us. They're only 2 points behind us. We're going to get dragged into this relegation battle. It's just an absolute joke.
What are your thoughts on that? What I said earlier on? Do you think I'm out of line? I know a lot of people are not going to like it because I know a lot of people they like to get it's their thing going to football, and I get it. I do get it, but I think a lot of people have been calling for a boycott now. I do think if he don't go, the fans have got to do something. We've got to take matters into our own hands. You know, it's either that or a protest, which you're not allowed to do nowadays because it's called a fucking riot. So the only way you can do it now is by voting with your feet and don't go over the fucking place, in my opinion.
No, mate, I totally agree with you. And I see, you know, some things on Twitter earlier the fans tonight in the YM were singing to him, "You're getting sacked in the morning."
Yeah.
They've just had enough. I've had enough. I just want him gone tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he will be though, mate. I genuinely don't. I've got no confidence.
No,
I think
I don't trust Sullivan, mate.
I think we're going to get the same thing. Is what we had before a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be the same messaging coming out from the likes of Whetstone and whoever else, whoever the fucking puppets are, saying the same thing. Oh, he's in trouble. He's got to win this next fucking game. You're just like, fuck off. Just make this stop. It's enough now. It is enough, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? We've seen enough.
It's just a big merry-go-round, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just one big merry-go-round. I don't know, mate. Like you say, but even tonight, we were having chances and we should have put them away and we didn't. But it's just, as you said, every time Leicester attacked, they looked like they were going to score. They were clinical. They took their chances. We didn't.
Every time. And, we did have a lot of the ball. We did. And we were knocking the ball about well. We were. But do you know what? I feel like their chances were more clear-cut. I do.
No, they were.
I know. Look, you don't always get the new manager bounce. I mean, we didn't fucking get it with Loppy, and he was here in the summer. There was nothing at all, was there? From the whole time. But this guy's come in, and they're obviously playing for him. Now he's putting their bodies on the line.
But as you say, though, mate, Leicester are a poor team. I know they got the new manager in, but they just got spanked by Brentford 4-1.
I know.
On paper, we've got a far better team, far better players. We should be beating Leicester easily.
Oh, mate.
There's just no need for it. Honestly, mate, I've just had enough. I really have.
It's getting almost impossible enduring this shit now. With
it is. I mean,
with West Ham.
that Newcastle result, mate. I mean, I was buzzing for that, and I thought we, may have turned the corner.
So was I.
That was just a freak result, just a bit of luck, mustn't it? Because we were shit against Arsenal and shit again tonight.
Yeah, and do you know what it was? When you look, it was luck against Newcastle because every fucking game that we play. We should go behind early on in the game. We concede so many chances early on.
Like we did today.
It should have happened against Newcastle. They should have had a couple of goals in the first half. So we was lucky in that game, and then we picked it up and we went on and we was good. We was really good in the second half. You can't take that away from them. But mate, that was one good performance in now 13 games plus 2 fucking cup games. And we've drawn Aston Villa away in the FA Cup now. So we're not even going to have a cup run this season. That's gone. That's done.
Yeah, that's totally done. And I'll tell you what else, Nick, what pisses me off as well, it's just Sunday League amateur stuff. Every time we have the kickoff, we go straight back to Fabianski. What do we do? Look long for Souček.
Every
team must know what we're going to do.
Fucking time.
It just frustrates the life out of me. Honestly, it's driving me mad, mate. It really is. That's why I wanted to phone in and, have a chat.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you calling in because I'm at a loss. Obviously I'm a talker, but doing this, what I'm doing now, I do feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. And the reason for that is because nothing's changing, mate. The situation is not changing. It's just the fucking same every week. It's just the way that it feels. You get a temporary bit of respite, with that Newcastle game, and then straight back. And you know what? I do blame them all as a collective as well. I blame the players as well.
You got to blame the players.
I'm fucking frustrated with them as well. I am. Oh, I'll give him a call back. Lost him. Sorry,
hello, mate. Sorry, got cut off.
I lost you there. But no. So what's your? I'll tell you what. We'll close this one off, and I'll see if anyone else does want to phone in. I'll see if I can get some calls in the next sort of 20 minutes or so. But your message to Sullivan, mate. Tell him what he needs to fucking do.
Well, my message is he's got to sack him tonight. He has to go. Put the man out of his misery because we can't continue like this. We really can't, and he needs just to trust him. That's what he's there to do. He's a technical director. Let him pick the right manager. Stop getting involved.
Absolutely,
he needs to stop getting involved. Starting knows what he's doing. Let him pick the right manager. If it's this Porto guy they're on about or Potter, I don't know, but anyone's better than this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, mate. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for calling in. I've got Nolly on the line. Make sure you call in again.
Nick.
Cheers, Lee.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Hello, Nolly.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I've just had a really nice evening. How about yourself?
I'm fucking fuming, mate. How? Right, tell me this, right? How can he play the geezer we bought as a right back, start him as a left back? keep our left back.
Hang on, Nolly,
He's been pretty
Nolly,
good,
1
right?
minute. But look, listen, people, there's no point phoning in. I've only got one phone. Wait until the break in conversation, and then you can go in next. I'm on a call now, so there's no point just phoning and phoning. All right? Just wait for the gap, please. Right, go on, Nolly. Sorry, mate.
Right. How can he put our right back, left back, our left back, who was no worse than any others against Arsenal,
Yeah.
on the bench and bring our slowest fucking right back on? Right? That's the first thing. He's ruining Somerville.
He is,
Somerville, best player in the championship last year, right? He's getting that ball. He's frightened of getting that box. He's putting it sideways, backwards, instead of getting in the fucking box. Kudos today. Again, there was times I thought he was going to shoot, stopped, passed it sideways. They're fucking frightened.
Mate, I noticed that as well. It stands out like you can see it is all about just fucking trying to walk the ball in the fucking net now, isn't it? That's what it is.
Mate, he's got to go tomorrow. Tomorrow, he should go tonight.
I know.
He should fucking go tonight. He's ruining us. I thought all the money we spent, and they're not bad players.
No, they're good players, mate. We've seen it. We saw that against Newcastle.
Scooby the geezer.
No, mate. It's just
Honestly.
mate. It is tactics, right? Because the way we're setting up now. Look, I'm all for a bit of gun ho football. Yeah, I'm all for that, but not suicidal fucking football. The way we're playing is mental. We're leaving ourselves wide open every 2 minutes. We're playing this stupid fucking high line. And, you saw the difference when we played against Arsenal. When Somerville went through, Gabriel knows what he's fucking doing. So he stepped out, Somerville's offside. Fucking Mavropanos, he moves the other way, I think. He plays the players on. We haven't got the players to do what it is that he's trying to do.
Yeah, but that's his fucking fault. I thought Kilman was shit tonight.
He was shit, mate. That last goal, fucking hell.
Right, he was fucking
pathetic.
Shit, right, I'm not. To Debo, I haven't seen nothing right in him that makes me think he's worth keeping. I'm sorry, I'd rather get a couple of fucking grafters from the fucking championship, mate. Because it's just...
Mate,
and full crew, I'm glad he got his goal, right? But really and truthfully, mate, fuck off.
Yeah, no. I agree.
I want that geezer from fucking, what's his name? Evan something? Ferguson?
Yeah, no.
Get him on loan. Break the bank. Get him on loan.
I would take him on loan, but just so you know, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. I've had a conversation. I thought the Duran deal was dead. It's not. It's not dead. We could get Duran. No, we could get Duran in January.
Well, and how much is it going to cost, mate? 80 million?
No. Same. No. From what I've been told, around about the same price. He's him and Emery are not getting on. He's not getting on. I think he wants him out.
Just to give them 50 million. The geezer's worth it.
I know.
Pay over the top and just get the fucker. We're crying out for a decent one.
And do you know what? I think we need we actually need a fucking disruptor, a positive disruptive influence, a right bastard. We need someone in our team. We need someone like that. A bit of fucking character.
Mate. I love Jared Bowen, right? But he ain't a fucking centre forward.
No.
Keep him on the right where he does the damage. Get a decent fucking centre forward in there and give Somerville, who I think is a good left winger.
He is good.
But it's like we're handicapping him, we're blinding him.
Mate, what the fuck?
Give him the ball and say, get out the cunt.
What the fuck has Kudus got to do? But what has Kudus got to do to be played in the fucking middle? Stick him in the fucking middle. You've got Souček on the pitch, who's just there for fucking box crashing, but he weren't hitting a target. He was shit tonight, like he was in the last game. Hook him off, put Kudus in the fucking middle. Keep all your good players on there, but he just won't do it. He just sees Kudus as a fucking winger.
He ain't got a fucking clue, I'll tell you. He ain't, honestly. He ain't got a fucking clue. We'll lose Kudus, right? We'll lose him. No two ways about it. And as much as people slag Alvarez off, right? I still think he's one of them nasty bastards that we need.
Yeah, we do. Well,
he just needs to
he's lost form. Mate, he's lost form and he's lost faith. He's lost form and he's lost faith in this fucking team.
He has.
Like I said, when a manager does to you what he did to him against fucking Chelsea, You're going to lose it. You're going to lose a bit of respect. If you're a proud man, a proud guy, and your manager has fucking thrown you under the bus and mugged you off in front of thousands of people like that, you ain't going to be very forgiving, are you?
No, you're not. And I think, I just think, I think with Alvarez, if we give him the armband, because I don't think Bowen's a good captain.
No.
Right? There's nothing against him. He's a great footballer. I love him to bits, right? But he ain't captain material. Give it to Alvarez, right? And that'll also give him a bit of a step up. He might get his mojo back then.
Yeah,
but
mate.
Honestly, Nick, he's got to go. He's got to go tomorrow, mate.
Yeah,
all that fucking wait till Wolves. Fuck that.
No,
Wolves,
I'm not.
we need to win.
Yeah,
not draw.
I appreciate that. But what are your thoughts on the boycott, though? Do you think that if he ain't gone, do you think the fans have got to act in that one?
Listen, mate, I would love it, right? But
I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will.
Nah.
No.
I'd like to see some banners. Sullivan out, Lopetegui out. If you're not going to vote with your feet, vote with your fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start giving a shout. Sullivan out, Lopetegui out.
I know, mate.
That might be better because people are paying good money for tickets. They're going to want to go, but there's nothing to stop the singing. Get them out.
No. I completely agree. It's got, and that's the thing, and that would be just as powerful, mate. It would be. But they apparently turned really toxic in there tonight. There was people at the game that was our own fans proper booing, singing. You're getting sacked in the morning. He's done, mate. When the away fans properly turn like that, which they've done a few times this season. He's got to fucking go. I don't know what Sullivan is doing. He's I don't think he knows what he's doing, Nolly. This is a problem. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's getting advised by, doesn't he? I mean, does he listen to Brady?
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
They've just got to accept it.
Mate, it's got to stop. We're too good at this shit. We're 2 wins away from being 2 losses away from being in the bottom 3.
100%. I know.
And it just breaks my heart. Honestly, it does. I sent you a WhatsApp earlier on. If he ain't gone tomorrow, mate, I'll fucking. That's it for me.
Mate, so many people that I've been talking to this year. I say so many people I know. I'm saying have walked away from West Ham this season. They have after Moyes, and like I said, we was all filled with hope and everything else. And the way what they've done with Lopetegui and the way this has gone and the way they're dealing with it and all the other shit around the club at the moment, mate, they've walked. They've gone. They've just gone. I can't do this no more. And you're going to see that more and more.
It's like we sold our second-hand larder and bought a second-hand Moscovich. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just
he's actually mate. This bloke is actually worse than Moyes. Legitimately, he's worse.
Yeah. Well, I just think with Moyes, at least Moyes knew how to fucking defend. We just had no sort of bollocks going forward.
No, fuck Moyes. But Moyes was better than this. And I honestly, this is the thing. This is how impressive it is because I'll never rate that bloke. I thought, but to go and get a bloke in who's worse. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. It takes some doing. He probably wants applauding, really, Sullivan.
Yeah, he does. He does. It was some fucking achievement. But anyway, Nolly, give a little message. Give a little message to Sullivan before we go, mate. Before you go, mate, I'm going to take another call.
Listen, you little cunt. It's coming up to Christmas. Just jump on a Christmas tree with the rest of the fairies and fuck off and leave our club alone. You cunt.
Good man.
How's that one?
That's a good one. Right, Nolly.
All right, Nick.
I'll speak to you soon. Ta-da, mate.
Ta-da, mate. Go on, you want.
Right, now you can phone in. I've got one phone. All right? Okay. There we go. Hang on, mate. 1 second. I'm getting confused. Right, mate. You got to turn your telly down because I can hear myself.
Hey, dude, is it Nick?
Yes, mate.
It's Wade speaking. We're live, are we?
Yes, we're live, mate. We're live. How are you?
Right, we're just driving back from the game now. That was a fucking disgrace. Fucking disgraceful.
Did it turn in the away end just quickly at the end?
Well, we as soon as we went through there, we'd have gone.
Oh, you fucked off. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't blame you. No.
I went on Saturday. Same thing. 20 minutes. Nearly beat the record. Last year was a record under Moyes. We went 3-0 down to Palace.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes last year. That's a record. Saturday, nearly beat the record. But you come today, and you think, what the fuck's the geezer doing? From the side he put out was a disgrace.
Yep.
Why the fuck are you playing? Right, Wan-Bissaka is not the right player for the system he wants to play on the right hand side. Why the fuck are you playing him on the left hand side? You bring Kudus back into the squad again. He can't. He's fucking useless on the left. I love Kudus the bits. He's our best player. Our two best players play the same fucking position. Bowen and Kudus play the same position. You can't play Kudus
but you can,
on the left.
But you can play Kudus in the 10. That's where he played for Ajax. That's where he plays for Ghana. But they won't fucking do it.
Agreed. But then why the fuck are you then playing Souček and Alvarez in the same midfield?
No,
you
mate.
can't play. It's like you can't play Alvarez and Rodriguez in the same midfield. You can't play Alvarez and Souček in the same midfield. You can't play Rodriguez and Souček in the same midfield. It don't fucking work.
I mean, do you know what would have worked tonight if he had half a fucking brain? We saw against Newcastle, because look, Leicester were letting us have the ball. They were. We was dominating them in midfield. You put Paqueta and Soler. Paqueta and Soler. They should have been in there.
Agreed. We should have played the exact same. Look, I know against Arsenal, the whole team was fucking diabolical against Arsenal. But against Newcastle, the whole team played well. Right?
Yeah.
You know full well, right? That Newcastle game bought the manager 3 games. Like it done at the Moyes. Sullivan, as soon as we get a fucking win, it buys the manager 3 games every single time. Yeah? You know, that Arsenal game, you take 3 games, that is a pass. That's a free pass. You know, you're never going to... They ain't counting that, right? Every player that played against Arsenal was diabolical.
They were shit.
The same team, which was the same team that played against Newcastle, all played well.
Yeah.
Should have played the exact same team that he played against Arsenal, and you can evaluate who's shit tonight and work out, you know, what the side is going forward.
Yeah, because that's another thing, right? This is another reason why the team's never settling, is because as soon as things don't quite go right, he shits himself and changes everything again. Because he still don't know what his best team is.
I was like you, Nick, but not as bad, dear. Like I respect Moyes. I respect him. He stabilised the club, and he won us a trophy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it was his time to go, and last season was fucking diabolical. Same with the season that we qualified for the Conference League. The football was fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it was his time to go, right? But I respect him. I respect him for what he done. He stabilised the club, but it's time to go.
Mate,
I'd rather have Moyes than Lopetegui.
Yeah, but
at least with Moyes, you knew what you was getting. Yeah. You knew every game what you was getting.
Oh no two ways about it. There was an identity.
You might try him on the counter attack. Every time we get with Lopetegui, it's different every fucking game, and there's no consistency. There's nothing.
No,
it's diabolical, mate. It's fucking ridiculous.
It is, mate.
I don't understand it.
But with Moyes, you're right. Moyes did come in at the right time. He did stabilise us. He did do well. When he should have gone, but he should have gone, Ray. Oh no, hang on, he's gone. Hang on 1 minute. I'll try him back. He's on his way back. Probably got no signal.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person.
See if you can call back, Ray. I'll give you a minute, or I'll try you again. Hang on 1 minute. Trouble is, we're probably trying to phone each other. Yeah, that's you. That's all right, mate. That's all right. Yeah, but what I was going to say is with Moyes, they should have just let him go and parted ways after the cup win, and then he would have gone a hero then. But to let him run that fucking team into the ground last season was a disgrace. Again, every decision they make is fucked.
But do you know what I think? I think it's even worse now, right? Is when we signing players on them. I think Steiden, my opinion, I think he knows what he's doing. But you've got no fucking hope when you've got Sullivan as your chairman.
No.
At least when we had Moyes, right, it was Sullivan's signings and it was Moyes' signings, right?
Yeah.
Now, we've got Sullivan signings, we've got Steiden signings, and we've got Lopetegui signings. It's a fucking total mess. We're signing all fucking players that none of them fucking fit into, because everyone's got different players. Look,
it's like you said with Wan-Bissaka. He's a prime example.
It's exactly that. Yeah, and you're going to agree with what I'm about to say. Right, Wan-Bissaka, I think it's been a great signing. And brilliant business bringing him in. you want to play the football Lopetegui's playing, though, where you want to play wing back, full backs and want to get forward, he's out of position all the time.
Yeah.
Because he ain't the right back for what Lopetegui wants to play. So I don't know who's fucking signed him. And I'm not slating Wan-Bissaka because I think Wan-Bissaka's done very well. I think he's been a good signing, but he's not right
for that system, for what he wants him to do. He ain't a fucking wing back for a start. He's not a wing back.
Honestly, the whole club is a joke, mate.
But I'll tell you what, mate. You're the perfect person to ask. You went away tonight. You go to the home games. You go home and away. So am I taking liberties? Are people taking liberties? If Loppy is still here, is it a liberty to call to fans to say for one game against Wolves, just mate, there'd be nothing. That's the only way I think that.
No, it's not. It's not a liberty. It's not a liberty, but it ain't gonna happen. It's the same as we say. You don't shop in the club shop. It's always gonna happen. You've got kids that want to buy. You know, your kids are always gonna want the club shirt when they're going football training. They're always gonna want to wear the, your kit. It ain't gonna happen. You know, look, I hadn't been for a while. I had a season, but I wasn't able to go at the beginning of the season. Yeah. Right. But as soon as I could go, even I wake up, I don't even want to go. But I go. I feel obliged. I'm seasons to get older. I feel obliged that I've got to go. Yeah. And you think, what's the fucking point? I may as well sell my fucking season ticket and just go up to the game and have a drink with my mates. It's the only thing I do. That's the only reason I go. See my mates, have a drink and have a laugh. I don't enjoy the football. I didn't enjoy it under Moyes, but it's not even that. Look, we all as West Ham fans, I guarantee now, if we went down to League Two, whatever, we'd all still go.
Of course,
we love
mate.
West Ham. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. It's about what we love as West Ham and being but we've lost everything now. Like you think, what's the fucking point? There's no atmosphere. There's no nothing. There's not.
Especially at home, mate. Yeah. Especially at home. Home is dead, mate. I fucking hate that place. With a passion.
Even when we get turned over, so I love going away games to get the proper boys out.
Of course.
Everyone, you see, every it's proper. But it's just like it ain't what it used to be, mate. It's not. It's just not the same. It just feels like as a club we're dead. It ain't over the stadium. Yeah, it ain't. It's tourists all the time. You see, look. It's always going to happen when you have a London derby, especially at a ground when you've got 6.
Yeah.
Fans want to jump in with it. You never had that out the park, mate.
No.
It ain't the same, mate. It's not. You don't feel right. Like you know when look, my granddad's one of our top boys, and he's gone all his life, and he loves Moyes because he respects him because he says he's bro.
Yeah.
Right? All the shit he says you don't understand it because your age. And I go, well, I see this now. I want to progress. But I also understand it from the point of view of being in that ground. We didn't care about none of that because we had everything else.
No, the issue is, Ray, the issue is we're not entitled. We've traded our heritage for a promise of moving to a stadium which is going to make us better. Exactly. So we shouldn't settle, especially with Sullivan running this club. We should not settle for anything fucking less than what that cunt's promised us. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
But anyway, mate, I'm going to take another call. So a message to Sullivan to close it out. Go on.
Go on, mate.
Go on. Give your message to Sullivan before you go.
Sullivan, you can fuck off, mate. You destroyed our club for numerous years, over and over again. You put your 20 million in or 50 million in when you feel like you can, when you're going to ban the concessions or whatever. Then you want to invest in the club to shut everyone up. Well, it don't wash with none of us. It don't wash. We know what you're about. You're a cunt, and the better you fuck off, the quicker you fuck off, the better.
Yeah, now bang on, mate. That's what they don't realise. They think we're all fucking mugs, but we're not. The West Ham fan base ain't stupid. We're not stupid.
We ain't stupid. We know what you're doing. It's been going on for so long. Go on, Nick. I'll let you take your other call, mate.
All right, lovely. Cheers, mate. Good talking to you.
Cheers, mate.
Tell mate. Oh, some good calls tonight. Right, I'm going to call back a couple. Here we go. Right, so Let's do. I don't answer no caller IDs, by the way. All right, here we go. Hello there. You all right, mate?
Yeah, hello.
How you doing? What's your name, mate?
Alan.
Alan. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm watching you on the telly and it's a bit delayed, but...
No, so just as long as the volume's down, that's all, because otherwise I can hear myself. And I don't like hearing my voice.
I'm born and bred. I'm from fucking Custom House myself. Moved out over to Chigwell. Was it 94? I don't know all these positions of players, this, that, and the other. All I know is about what it means to be West Ham.
Yeah.
And since we've moved to that Stratford, I've been going over there season ticket for the last 3 years, where I like terminally ill myself. And I thought, fuck it, I'm going to watch them. I've been over Upton Park about 20 times in my life.
Yeah.
But what I know about football, there ain't no West Ham in that team.
Mate,
it's gone.
It's gone. It has. You're right. The identity is fucking gone. Vanished.
But I go over there with my boy. He's 18.
Yeah.
We're in the corner, 104. And even he only watched first half tonight, and he was saying, he comes out with all these positions, this, that, and the other. All I know, I want to see a player give their all.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's like fucking 10 headless chickens running around.
Yeah. You know when you're watching a team, there's basically fucking galvanised together. They are an actual team, and they're giving it to the opposition. That's what you know. That's what you can see with your own eyes.
No disrespect to Bowen, he shouldn't be captain.
No, not
like one of your callers got that right as well. He ain't. And if you remember a couple of years ago, I think he even said that he ain't a shouter.
No.
You know what I mean? And someone needs to be like what someone said about Albert. You need a nutter.
I think you do,
you know
mate.
And there ain't no nutters.
Well, we've got one. We've got one in Alvarez, but people get the ump with him, you know. And maybe giving him the armband and saying to him, making it his responsibility and saying, look, be a fucking nutcase, but don't get sent off. Don't get sent off.
That's like back in the day, and that's why like sometimes you had the fucking captain as a goalkeeper, because they could see, scream, shout. You don't see none of that. And all I see, like when I go over, I watched that last Saturday with the Arsenal game, I was laughing.
Yeah.
In the end, I was laughing. It was diabolical. And how we let goals in this early, I don't know. That fucking defence is non-existent, mate. There's no midfield. It's just a gap between the back and the front. And at one point on Saturday, there was 6 at the back, and the geezers getting behind. How the fuck is it happening?
Well, mate,
why ain't there no one talking to each other?
It's literally because the way that he plays tactically, I know you don't do tactics, but basically tactically what he does is he piles half the team forward.
Everyone's in the same fucking place.
Yeah, but he piles half the team forward to do this stupid fucking press, which if you're going to do that, you've got to get it right. Because if you don't get it right, the opposition beat your press, and then you've got half the fucking team out the game. So
yeah, but like we're making fucking bad teams look good. So what the fuck is that? Like tonight, if you look at them stats on that fucking Amazon, I couldn't believe the amount of touches they've had, and you ain't gonna walk the fucking ball in because of like I don't know what it is as well. Any fucking team seems to want to fucking put their best performance in against us. It's always been like that, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I ain't no glory hunter. And when we won that cup the other year, I was fucking shocked. But ever since then, they come out with a fucking stat, man, games we've won this year, and I laughed. Mate, I can't fucking believe it.
It's ridiculous. I saw a stat. I can't remember it. I can't remember it.
And this is the other thing about when Gold passed. When everyone was saying get Gold, Sullivan, and Bradley out. It weren't Gold. It's that little fucking midget cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
now he's gone. He's got the fucking full reign, and I don't know how they're going to get 2% or 1% over him. But I don't know if that fucking Lopetegui ain't gone, he ain't going to go fucking come Monday next week. He's still going to be in charge anyway. You know what I mean?
If he is, the fans of we can't just. I understand we're diehards. I
understand.
understand.
This is what another thing I was saying with my boy. The only way you won that one, you need about 2,000 fuckers to jump and run on that pitch. Because I tell you what, another thing, and I'm not fucking going down that road, but even the fucking stewards ain't fucking West Ham. What the fuck, man?
Well, mate,
you know what I mean? The people who fucking run the stadium ain't West Ham.
Mate, there's a story I heard from the Arsenal game the other day. Is that half the fucking stewards that were in there for that Arsenal game are Arsenal supporters? So they do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Well, where I sit in 104 in the corner, bang in line, 2 times this week, this season, I've got up because I'm a bit fucking like mouthy and loud when I get out there. That's the only time I let me fucking anger out.
Yeah.
I told Chelsea wants to fuck off, and I told City wants to fuck off. And this, like Saturday gone, there was a mob in front of us, and I thought, nah, they ain't. And then obviously something happened, so they didn't come back. It's like the tickets, how they get into the people, I ain't got a fucking clue, man. But even like over there, you're screaming, you're shouting, you're trying to get going, people look at you.
Mate,
as if you're mad.
I made that point the other night, didn't I? I said that. I said if you get up
You know
now,
what I mean?
if you get up now and you fucking do what we used to do at the in the old place at Upton Park, you know, if the game's going well, you're on your feet, you're singing. If it ain't going well, you're fucking venting, you're having a go.
Yeah.
But you try doing that in the new
man.
place, unless you're really lucky, you're going to be surrounded by people that are going to turn around, give you a dirty look because you're fucking disturbing them while they're eating their popcorn.
Yeah, there's a few of us like who sit next together, like, and we're everything and blinded, and I thought, yeah, sweet. But you look around and you think, why is there different people always sitting around me?
Yeah, I know.
And you're supposed to be in the fucking season ticket area.
That's because a lot of people have bought season tickets and don't fucking go, so they just marketplace
Yeah, but that's
them.
not fucking right, man. If you're up or you're down, you go. If you don't, like, there's too many fucking tourists over there, and I don't know, man. It'll be like, you know yourself, if you're West Ham, you're born and bred, win, lose or draw, we'll get up and go again. I ain't going to stop going.
I never
But
put
at the end of the day, it's getting monotonous, mate.
I know, but when I was a season ticket holder, I never ever fucking used their marketplace. It would either go to friends or family, or it wouldn't get used. I would never ever fucking do that.
It's not right, all these fucking funny people coming in and you're fucking sitting around people and they look at you screaming and shouting and think, well, there's a reason why I'm screaming and shouting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bit of passion, but they're looking at you as if you're fucking nutcase. But on the pitch, this season, last season with like Moyes, like you said, should have went fucking when he won the cup. You never know, he would have been back now. But what's happened with this season, like, you know he's going to make this fucking like wholesale like subs, you know, and then he's thinking, like, I looked and then there's left players with right players. I know who plays where they're playing. I think, why the fuck are they out of their position?
He just switches the whole fucking thing around all throughout the game. But anyway, Alan, I've got about 4 more calls I've got to get through, mate. Give me your closing statements.
It's nice speaking, Nick.
And you, go on, what do you want to say to Sullivan? Give him some abuse.
Tell him just to fuck off. He's a little midget Welsh cunt. Like, go and fucking pump some... Like, he gives some money to that geezer with Birmingham, or he's after that other team, innit? He put some money in. Geezer can't never fucking pay back.
No.
You know what I mean?
I know, mate.
But at the end of the day, I don't know, it's like the West Ham. Like you say about our fucking, what's it called? Our identity's gone. And he ain't West Ham. And that's what upset me a bit with Gold, because no matter what you think of him, he was a West Ham man. You know what I mean? But now he's gone.
Yeah.
There's no one to challenge him.
He was the lesser of two evils. I'll say that much.
But at the end of the day, he was one of, like, he's from fucking where that Sullivan don't belong there with his fucking. He should belong with Putin, the cunt. You know what I mean? Little Russian mug.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? But I love you and leave you, and have a nice Christmas, everyone.
And you, mate. Cheers, Alan. Cheers for the call, mate.
God bless.
Speak to you later.
Bye.
Set up.
Bye.
Right, I've got a few more people to call back. Right, 1 second. Here we go. Oh, fucking hell. I thought I was. There we go.
Hello, Nick.
John, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. Are we on live, Nick? I've got your volume
live.
Turned down.
You are
hello.
live.
Good evening. Good evening. I didn't watch the game. I was following the stats on the BBC website. I was on train. I saw we had 60% possession at one point, and apparently we had something like 18 shots in the first half.
We had the majority of the ball, but it was the same thing, John. We was whenever they went forward, they looked like they was going to score, and they did. You know, and a goal disallowed as well. Should have been 4-0, 4-1.
I wanted us to lose tonight because that's where I'm at. I think I discussed that when we did a show a couple of weeks ago. I'm at that point now where I'm so apathetic and negative. and with a sense of hopelessness about what's going on and the total lack of vision that I see at that club.
Yeah.
That the way I am feeling now is that it's like when you're very ill. Sometimes the medication makes you feel worse in order for you to get better. I don't want to see us go down. No one wants to see that, but I do want to see some radical surgery at this club, because it struck me the other day that it's now 3 years since, you may remember, we had a couple of great games at home, more or less back-to-back. Liverpool and Chelsea were beaten both 3-2.
Yeah.
And going into Christmas 2021, I think we were 6th in the league, maybe even 5th.
Coincidentally, John, did you know that Liverpool game? That was when Krasinski was introduced. That was his first game.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But what happened? The proverbial West Ham coming down with the Christmas decorations that used to happen when I was young happened again. And of course, this time there was no bounce back. We've been dreadful for 3 years, and we just haven't seen any light at the end of the tunnel. Actually, that's not quite true. In the close season this year, we saw a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's why I feel so crushed, because emotionally, to have finally got rid of Moyes, and I can't agree with the previous caller who was saying he has a lot of respect for Moyes. I've got no respect for Moyes. He didn't win that cup. Declan Rice won us that cup.
I'm with you on that. You know how I feel about Moyes.
He was a narcissist who refused to get on board with any sense of sort of going forward or developing the club. He look, let's not go down that road. We know that he left us in a mess.
Yeah.
But we were left with a war chest of 150 million quid. Yeah. And we were left with a wide field of choice for a new manager.
It was a golden opportunity to fucking get it right.
Well, yes,
and they fucked it up again.
And it would have been a lot easier to get it right. It's almost as if they tried really as hard as they could to get it wrong, because to get it wrong to the scale in which they have got it wrong is you can't make it up. I mean, right down to the fact that Sullivan was interviewing Van Nistelrooy a week or so ago. I mean, it's only West Ham where this sort of lunacy happens over and over and over again. And I'm afraid I'm at the point now where I think the only things that could save West Ham is some radical surgery. The first one is obviously get rid of this entire coaching staff. Yeah. The second one is, I'm afraid, for those people who don't want to be at the club, get rid of them in January. And if that's Kudus, Alvarez, Rodriguez, fine. We get 150 million for that lot. Keep the money, spend it wisely in the summer.
So what you're saying is, John, you're sick of having people at the club that don't want to be here.
I do. I get the point that Kudus has not been played in the right position. But I know you're a big fan of Alvarez, but they are paid too much money and they're wearing the shirt and wearing the badge. Yeah. The behaviour that we've seen from those two people on the pitch, do you know what? It's not all about them. It's about the club they're playing for, and it's about the fans they're playing for. And if they don't want to play for West Ham, if they let their emotions get on top of their duty to the club, get rid of them. Yeah. Take the money. I don't think we'll go down. I think if we get another manager in now...
John, are you looking at the table, John, at the moment?
I'm not, but I can imagine we're very close to the bottom three now. Look, I don't think we will go down, but I think in order to protect ourselves from that, we need to get somebody in now. My money would be on Marco Silva because he's got Premier League experience. Yeah. I know there's talk about Conceição. I don't know a lot about him, but what I've read about him is very positive. And I would say, look, just get someone in, right off this season, keep us up, spend the money wisely in the summer, and hopefully reboot next season. The other thing that I would do, and I know this is going to be heresy, I'm afraid Tim Stuyton, he brought in Kudus, he brought in Alvarez. Apart from that, I'm really questioning now the validity of that guy remaining at the club, because there is so much discord and disharmony surrounding that guy. He seems to have
he's added to the toxicity, I think. I don't think it's his fault, but he's not allowed to do his job. So what's the point in him being here?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, my point with Stuyton is I'm not sure which side of the fence I stand with him. Is he a victim or is he actually part of the problem? I don't know. But the fact is, he is not being allowed to do his job. Sullivan is the only constant in all of this. He is going nowhere. And it's like 2 into 1 won't go. And if that's the case, I would, it's radical. Get rid of the coaching staff, get rid of the players that don't want to be here, and potentially even get rid of Stuyton. Your last caller referred to the fact that he goes to the football and whenever he sounds off, everyone looks at him as if he's from Mars or something.
You get the same thing, don't you?
I absolutely do. I sit in front of Fabianski's box. Behind me, I've got his kids. Surrounding me, I've got people, usually different people every time I go. I had a steward not a steward, it was like a concierge guy in a West Ham suit sat in front of me on Saturday. When the fourth goal went in, and I'm sitting right in line with I saw every goal going right in front of me.
Yeah.
But the fourth one, it's what I often do. I just started, I ironically cheered and started clapping. And this guy in front of me turned around and said, "Oh, keep it down."
Yeah.
I said, "Don't you dare tell me what I can and cannot do with the money I've spent on this club for 30 years."
Yeah.
And to me, that typifies this bureaucratic corporate.
And that was
bullshit.
A concierge. That was a West Ham concierge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just said, don't you dare tell me how to react. It's as if they're attempting to condition us to behave in certain ways that are acceptable to the suits and they're all idiots anyway.
Yeah.
But there is no passion near where I sit. If I ever sound off, which I do, I get looked at as if I'm some sort of thug.
Yeah.
I don't really swear that much. I just, but I am loud.
You little liar, John.
Well, you know me.
Yeah.
But the guy next to me, right? The guy next to me said, "Oh, I admire your passion."
Yeah. And
I looked at him and I thought, "I'm sorry. What fucking planet did you just come from?" Do you know what I mean? I admire your passion, as if I'm some sort of eccentric. Do you know what I mean?
But that is a situation that you are in. Wherever you sit in that, I'm not saying it's everywhere because it might be different in some pockets of the stadium. You might have groups of fans together that are like-minded. But I've sat in several positions over there where if you do get area, which I do, you always get people turn around and look at you, and you're just like, fuck off. It's a football match, It really pisses me off.
Well, I used to sit in the East Stand at Upton Park, and that Robert Banks series is on to 98 right now, which was the beginning of our golden period, the best West Ham team of my entire life.
Yeah.
And the football was sparkling, it was wonderful, and it was on the back of 5 years of shit.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere then, look, I'm not going to get misty-eyed and romantic about Upton Park.
It's hard not to though when we've got what we've got currently.
It is, but look, that stadium is rocking under the lights when we're playing well. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with everybody who slags it off. I know it's sometimes like a cricket match. I know that, but if the football was better. If Sullivan actually allowed the fans and got a boss in, I've always said this to you, Nick, we need a coach whose name we are going to chant. We haven't done that for 10 years since Slaven Bilic. We haven't had a coach that we've identified with. If we could put a few things right, it would be, things would change very positively, very, very quickly. And it's not difficult. Get a manager in with charisma, who the crowd will love. Yeah. Because I can't believe there's none out there. Silver would be one, I think. And there would be others. Until Sullivan gets that right, we are fucked. Yeah. So my message to Sullivan would be
I know what you want to say.
It's obvious what you need to do. Yeah. Well, I better be careful because it's deep. How badly I feel about him. No. We know what I'd really like to say. Yes. Yeah. But if Sullivan, if you are going to stay at our club, get somebody in who the fans are going to get behind, because until you do, this is going to run and run and run. It's up to you, Sullivan. It's on you. Act now. Act tomorrow. Get on with it.
Be a
no
fucking
time to
be
lose.
a fucking leader. Stop being a coward. You know,
and do it. Pull the trigger. I'm sorry about Loppy. I'm sorry about Lopetegui. I liked him when I saw him interviewed.
Yeah.
I thought he's probably a nice guy, but I'm afraid he is totally out of his depth. I'm sorry to hear that his dad's not well. It is time to put him and the rest of us out of his and our misery, and he must act tomorrow.
Brilliant, John.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. I'm sorry to have taken so much time, but
no.
That's
Great call, mate. Great call as always. That's good. I've got a couple more to chip through, mate. So I will catch up with you tomorrow.
Yeah, will do, Nick. Cheers,
John,
mate.
Cheers,
you.
mate.
Bye.
Bye. Right. Hang on. I've got a few more backed up, people. Hang on. I was only supposed to be on for 10 minutes. I've had about 2 hours sleep. Hang on. 1 minute. Here we go.
Hello, mate. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, mate. I can hear you. Did you go to the game tonight?
No, I didn't know. I was literally picking up the last bits from moving my gaff. So I literally pulled over. I pulled over on the A34 in like this random town just to watch the game in like just this random pub.
Yeah.
And then obviously back on the road now. But for, like I'm going to keep it short and sweet, Nick. Like, first of all, team selection.
Shit.
Like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? He's playing a 4-5-1 flat, right? And we still can't defend with 2 central defensive midfielders on the pitch.
Nope.
Who, by the way, are slow as everything. Why is he playing Souček and Alvarez together? I do not know. I've said this time and time again. If you play Kudus, Soler and Paqueta, you've got pace, physicality and technical ability in that midfield.
Yep.
Then play Jimmy on the left and play Bowen on the right. Or even put Alvarez instead of Paqueta and as a CDM role, as a single pivot, and you let Soler and Kudus do the hard work in front while he screens the defence. It's not rocket science.
And you know what else, mate? When you're playing against a team like Leicester, we kind of played into their hands. Play a flat back fucking 4, right? Don't play quite so high and just play football. What I'm saying is, don't give them the opportunity to fucking counter you like that. We've got so much ability in that team. We didn't need to take such risks to give them those opportunities. We didn't need to do it against them.
Donut FC, absolute donut FC. Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, the thing that really annoyed me is that, like, I just couldn't work out what he was trying to do. Again, like, for me, there was I couldn't work out his tactics. And when he saw it all going wrong, then he tried to put the attacking players on, like attack from the off. Like, we set up pragmatically already, like in this weird formation with 2 central defensive midfielders. Like, we don't need to do that. Go out from the off and go out attack. Like, we need to silence that Leicester crowd first of all to start with. Yeah. But as soon as we let that goal in, it's just shocking. Like, for me, Lopetegui, I was saying to my mate Matt, like in the pub and that, like, he's been at a job now for 2 years. The Premier League is leaps and bounds so the Premier League has progressed since he's out of Wolves, and what he hasn't done, he hasn't progressed with the times. Like, he's playing the same formations and the same tactics, this kamikaze press against the same teams, and that ain't working. Like, he's not a proper manager, changes his tactics to suit the opposition. He ain't doing that.
No, mate, like, he's not. He's not. I don't know what he's fucking doing, mate. And like I said, I wasn't going to come on tonight. I'm glad I have. You know, I feel better now. But it's quite cathartic doing this. But I am conscious that I'm just fucking repeating myself all the time. I keep saying this. I am. I'm repeating myself every fucking week. You know, driving myself mad.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah.
I don't need new
Broken
material.
record.
I need a new fucking manager and a new team, so I've got something different to talk about. That's what I want. This is just shit. It's dead.
Broken record, Nick.
I know.
You know what I mean? Fuck me. Like, and as well, like, message to Sullivan from Jordon, right? Sack him now, do the right thing. Like, it's not, the season's fucked. Like, the season now is null and void. I said before in my previous videos, like, you need to sack him during the first international break and recognise the problem early and stop it at its source. But now it's too late. Like, now, it's almost like we're a Rizzler paper away of going down in the fucking bottom three, right? And we of all clubs should know you're never too good to go down.
I don't think we are this year, mate. I've been pushing back against it as well. I have been. I've said it on several occasions. We won't go down. Because you can't imagine it. Paqueta, Alvarez, Kudus, fucking all these players that we've got. You think, no, we're not going to get relegated. But we're shit. We're actually shit.
Yeah.
You know, we are. It's
Like,
not. It's. We've got the ability in the team to be the polar opposite of shit. We could be an excellent team. You know, we saw glimpses of that, or we did more than that against Newcastle. What the team is capable of, but fucking hell.
We need like what pisses me off is like this kamikaze style football. Like we're just fucking shooting ourselves in the foot all the time. I'm not a pragmatist. I hate pragmatism. You know me, Nick. Like I don't want.
Same as me.
I don't want to go back to that. But there needs to be a balance. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, he's more. It's weird, right? Because I know we made loads of chances today because we played a shit team, but typically we don't make loads of chances from open play. And
no,
I don't know. I feel like it's like ridiculously high risk football for not much reward normally. You know, like we had no reward tonight, but we did create a lot of chances. But he plays the same way every fucking time, and teams just pick us off. And when you've seen so many examples, like with you go back to Chelsea. The Chelsea game, that should have been the warning sign for him. They straight away, you know, they fucking pulled us apart playing this way.
Yeah, honestly, like, we're not clinical. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's one positive I've got to take out today, Nick, and it's fuck me. It's one positive, and that's Fulker scored. Fuck scored. Do you know what I mean? That's the only positive.
I'm pleased for him, but it was all right. I mean, I still think he's shit, mate. I do think he's shit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm just.
Yeah, of course. It's the only positive. Like, but apart from that, we need a new manager. It's not even about saving the season anymore. It's about saving the club. Like, we're on a downwards trajectory, and I've already said it. Like, I already said, Jay, like, I'm worried now. Are we going to become the new Everton and just sit in this fucking purgatory? Do you know? Like,
well, we are in terms of the league. We are. We like John said on the last call. 3 fucking years we've been shit in the league. 3 years now.
Yeah. There's no progression.
No.
It's really alarming. Something needs to be done, and you like the last caller. I think it was John. There needs to be some radical surgical process now to cut this cancer that was eating the club away.
Yeah.
Like, we need radical change, even if it's just going back to basics about, you know, what I said before, getting someone who knows the club in to kind of guide us back onto the train tracks, because at the minute, mate, we're fucking derailed.
Mate, we are. It's fucking terrible, mate. It really is. But anyway, Jordan, lovely call, mate. Lovely call. For some reason, I can hear myself talking whenever I talk. I don't like hearing my own voice. I don't know why.
I'm in the motor, mate.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm done. But yeah, no. Cheers. I'll speak to you on the terraces tomorrow, mate. Cheers.
All right.
Thanks, mate.
Lovely. Cheers, mate. Speak to you soon. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Right. And do you know what? I know that is a vile term. To say something is a cancer, all right, and I say that having 2 parents that have died of cancer. So, but it is a cancer is something that fucking just keeps on eating away at something. And I am sorry, the effect that Sullivan and Brady have had on this club, they are cancers to West Ham. When you look at what they've done, all they're doing is taking more and more and more, fucking eating away at this club. He's a. I'm sorry, Sullivan, you're a cancer to West Ham, mate. You are. And that's the biggest fucking insult that I can ever give anyone. You're a parasite. An absolute fucking parasite.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Rob. You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, still going, mate. Still going. It was only supposed to be a 10-minute show.
I know. I'm surprised, but your dedication is to be proud of, mate. We've got to be proud of something.
Yeah.
That was rough. I will just go over. I'll try not to keep you too long, but I'll just try and go over a couple of points because my head's spinning, and we've heard a lot of guys talking about certain players' positions and all that. And I don't want to repeat.
Yeah.
But I just want to try and break down a couple of things. I mean, I don't blame Lopetegui for everything. Obviously, it is his job to motivate the players and primarily send them out there G'd up and ready to go. But some of the callers also said, some of these players aren't West Ham. They're not.
No.
I look at Kilman and Mavropanos. They're not West Ham. They're not West Ham players. We were doing better with Zuma with one knee.
Mate, we were. Absolutely. We're actually missing Zuma.
And he had something about him that said West Ham. I can't put my finger on it, but even a Gerd and we got rid of defenders. I know going back a couple of seasons, but like defenders, even like Balbuena, were better.
Do you know a Gerd is like one of the most highest performing centre backs in La Liga at the moment. Apparently, Real Madrid are interested. So I've been told.
And why does that surprise you? Any player worth their salt who leave West Ham all of a sudden become. Look at Haller.
I know.
I know. We're going back to the Moyes era, but look at that. Look what he did for Ajax. He smashed them in because he was in the right system.
Yeah.
And it's always the same crap. So the defenders for me, Kilman didn't deserve to wear the shirt tonight. I don't know if he does in the future.
And against Arsenal, he was shocking as well. Fucking terrible. Shocking against them.
Terrible. Look, Lopetegui, going back to him, I've said it from the beginning. He can't speak fucking English. He can't resonate with these players.
Nope.
He listens. When they're doing him on the press conference, he squints. He can't hear them. He doesn't understand it. He comes back with the same diatribe 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the same. They'll ask him about, how's your form? Are you happy? Where are you with your form? He'll come back with the same 2 or 3 sentences every time because he cannot understand the frigging lingo. And I've said it every time I watch it, it's just like he'll say the same things. How is he going into these games and resonating with this team? They don't play for him.
No,
they do not play. They do not play for him. He cannot resonate. There's so much to digest and honestly to deliberate over. Sound like Lloyd Grossman, but deliberated, cogitated, and digested. How can you digest this lot? How can you go from how long is it now? It makes me feel ill. 18 months ago, with a European trophy.
Yeah.
To this with supposedly better players.
This is how you don't build on success. This is perfectly executed by Sullivan. This is how you don't build on success.
Well, we could have built, and it's happening time and time again.
Yeah.
Building on that season with Lingard in January. We've all said it. Didn't want to know. Had a massive European game coming up in the Europa League. Didn't want to know, did he?
Nope.
And we didn't get a striker. We didn't hire anybody. This is the situation we're in over and over again. Sullivan making he's got to be the. It's not just his bumblingness and how tight he is. It's his timing.
Yeah.
His timing is pathetic. Every single manager we miss out on.
I know.
Or either because he doesn't want to pay it.
This last one for me. I can't go into details how I know. Van
No,
Nistelrooy,
that's all right.
Van Nistelrooy was fucking on the verge of being West Ham manager. He was waiting for the outcome of the Newcastle game, and off the back of one good performance out of 12 this season, Sullivan's just let him go to Leicester, and then one game later, look what happens. Fucking Van Nistelrooy comes back and just embarrasses him, and he believe me, he will be very, very embarrassed off the back of that, and so he fucking should be.
Absolutely, and it's so West Ham, isn't it? Give a team like that with a new manager. Give them the 3 points. Give a team that haven't won in 10 games away. Let them come to Upton Park or the London Stadium, and we'll give them the 3 points. It's the same all the time. We're always the fall guys, and it's just happened, and we've taken it on the chin so many times, and it's just hard to take now. Will he go? That's the next question, isn't it?
I can't be certain. Any other club, he'd be gone. It'd be history. I mean, any other club, you know, like fucking Leicester, they're sacking their manager. Anyone else would act, but not Sullivan. And you would think that a man that when he first came into the club stuck with Avram Grant. We saw what happened there, didn't we? You know,
absolutely.
I don't know. He doesn't learn. He's a gambler, Sullivan.
And what? Yeah, and it shows. And what are we going to all be doing tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning? Sitting there like idiots on BBC website, refreshing the page, and we won't see nothing. That's exactly what it'll be. We'll be looking all day, Sky Sports. Everyone will be sitting there clicking refresh, and what'll happen? He'll get the Wolves game. Won't he? And Gary O'Neill will embarrass him. And maybe that'll be that. But then what? Like
I just hope, and this is the thing. This is not a criticism. This is our downfall as West Ham fans, right? So me calling for a boycott is pointless. It's fruitless, as the caller said that was driving back from the game, because we do have diehards. And you know something? It's to be commended, the loyalty that our fans have got. It is. It's not to be criticised. But it does mean that we're open to be fucking abused, because we will always go, no matter what happens, no matter what anyone does to us, we'll still turn up. We'll just keep going.
We'll keep coming back.
So it does leave us open to abuse by that little bastard. And this is what I mean. I would just love for the fans, you know, who are collectively are fed up with this now. I don't think there are many, if any, fans that are happy with this situation now. Just once make a stand, come together, you know, at least the fans come together, fucking galvanise and just fuck that off, that game. One game.
We need
just
that.
One.
We need that. Yeah, I know. And like you say that, but can't see it. I can't see it happen. We need another banner, don't we? We had GSB out. What is it now?
You'll never get it. You'll never get it in there. They don't let you. So they check you. You have to get for home games. You have to get it. You have to get it validated and cleared before you get in. You'll never get the banner in there ever.
Yeah, it would be SBL out now, wouldn't it? Sullivan, Sullivan, Brady, Lopetegui. It would be SBL out.
Yeah.
But that's my shout anyway. Look, that's all I've really got to say. I'm not going to start in an R-ing over stuff. I mean, I've said what I wanted to say. It was a lousy night. And what do they say? We go again. So we'll all tune in or turn up like mugs on the weekend. Won't we? On Sunday, is it? Yeah.
No. It's Tuesday next week, I think.
Is it? Are we on Tuesday?
I don't know. It's Tuesday now. I don't know. I don't even know when. I don't even know when it is. I'm getting confused.
Listen, you get some sleep, mate.
I'm gonna.
We'll talk again. But really appreciate you giving me a shout back.
No problem, Rob. Lovely to talk to you, mate.
Yeah. Cheers, Nick.
Cheers, mate.
See you soon.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Right.
Bye.
And with that, I've got to wrap up because I'm dying, people. Yeah. Now, look. Do you know what? For some weird reason, I feel a little bit better now. Having spoke to all you lot. Thanks to everyone in the chat that have been engaging. Thanks to everyone that watched as well. Before you go, please drop a like on the video because it does help. And I will do a debrief show tomorrow. I'll sleep on it and hopefully wake up with a clearer head. All right. Cheers, everyone. Speak to you all soon. Come on, you irons.